Hello and welcome back to Railway Empire. I had to chuckle there because a cow mooed just as I was about to start the intro, and I'm leaving it in. That got me. That tickled me. Anyway, yes, welcome. We are staring at Canberra, and today we're going to get those growing as much as we can. Hopefully we'll get promoter for them. That would certainly help and probably cement that as an early gold tick. Let's hope so anyway. If not, we'll do our best without them. And I've started with something a little different today. We have the settlements UI open, and the reason being, if we get a new permit today, our entire map has a population of 1 million. Isn't that marvelous? So we'll go for that today. We've got to make cities grow. It's the name of the game. Well, Railway Empire is the name of the game, but you know what I mean. We need to get these guys founded and get them a steel mill. I would also like Junie and Wagga Wagga or Albury to do steel. I'm not sure though, probably somewhere up here, as coal is a bit of a distance. It doesn't really matter, does it, where the coal comes from? I mean, we've got to deliver it to Sydney, whichever way it happens. It just means we'll need a massive train of trains the further away we are from the actual raw resources. Yeah, so maybe somewhere up there. But anyway, yes, Griffith. In order to get these connected, you'll notice we've got down here, I left it. This was supposed to be a lovely bypass and a big junction, and instead it's a nothingy. Right, Denny. Denny will be the one we create if we get 1 million population and unlock a new permit. Bearing that in mind, this is just begging to be a massive junction, and it's the only way we can really get logs over to Griffith to found them anyway. So that's what we're going to start with, guys. That's what we're going to start with. Quickly check on the state of play. Nearly 3,000 population as it goes up. Still only one load of cement at Sydney. That's going to take time. Our trains haven't actually moved that far. We have a whole bunch of trains running to Sydney currently full of cement, and we'll have more by the end, no doubt. First things first, let's upgrade you, because we need that to handle everything we're about to throw at it. And before we start founding, let's make sure you're fully upgraded and you have a maintenance yard on. And the same goes for here. I'm not sure how many steel mills we're going to have, so getting this upgraded and with everything ready to go is probably ideal. I'm really tempted to get these two growing to be at least one of them as a secondary steel production city. Yeah, definitely. Right, let's get this junction-y type thing done. Denny's up here. It turns red. We need a bypass for Allen Chopping. The only way to Echuca on that side is through Allen Chopping, and that's never ideal. Now the other side we can go here. We could have a direct line as well, although we could go that way and bypass Lewis Ranch, as we have a maintenance station here, and we could go that way. Yeah, so that will be fine for there. If we can sit in between these hills just here, perhaps directly on the contour line, maybe up there somewhere like that, I think that's going to work for us. Now it looks a bit bizarre at the moment. Let's get no, don't get the logs in first. We need to connect these stations up. Are they pleasant? They are. Well, that's a good start. The quicker we can get these set up, the sooner we can get Griffith founded. Fortunately, time is paused. Looking around, or the intro cost us maybe a few months, but that's it. We're in 1909. I mean, this is screaming to go around there, isn't it? That has to happen. We want to leave ourselves enough room to create standard junctions as well. Now this, I would like to go straight across here. It's a little unfortunate there's a bizarre grade, but We'll take it. It's not too bad. That's going that way. I'm going to say these two stations could do that. Yes, there's a bit of a grade. And that's because we're right next to a river. And we've got to go up and down over it. But it doesn't look too bad. And 4% without sort of locos is nothing these days. Is this going to work for us? I believe so. Especially if we can get this in. Because we could go up here as a connection there. And then drift off up that way. Perhaps even into there. There works as well. We've also got enough room to drift off after this junction if we want to go that way. I do like this direct line though, past, because we can also branch off like this before the bridge. I know it's two junctions right next to each other, but I don't think that's going to be a problem. Yes, that's nice. That's nice. Then we don't have to worry about crossing from here. Do we have to worry about getting across to there? Yes, unfortunately. Well, ideally, right, to Echuca, we could come down this way. Oh, actually, if we do what I was going to do, yep, that's a sentence, then you can use this as well, can't you, from Echuca straight to Griffith. Perfect. Oh, I like it. Is it perhaps a little spidery? Maybe. Is it going to do the job? Absolutely. We could have this as a bypass for Oldbury, and that means we can branch in like that. And have the other one go the other way and join this line and give it the opportunity to drift off towards, yes, Melbourne. There's an interesting thought. We could go that way, and up there we have a line there, but we don't want to do that today. No. Concentrate and focus. We need Griffith up and running, and we also need them producing steel immediately, as soon as they're founded. Now what do we do? Well, that connection is coming into here, isn't it? Is that needed? Yes, because that would almost be a bypass from Wagga Wagga. I don't mind that. That would sort of work. Yeah, I'll take it. Have we gone in the right ones? Yes, so that can go up there. We can make some manual junctions as well. They don't all have to be maintenance stations. Most of them probably will, because I like them. It just helps filter traffic through busy sections of the network. So that's that section in. I think that gets us everywhere, doesn't it? The only, yes, because you can go that way to there. You can scoot round there, there, everywhere. It's perfect. Then we can drift into here, because the other bit is for Allen Chopping access. Okay, let's get us signaled up. That was fairly painless. I'm happy about that. That could have gone a lot worse. I was scratching my head about this one. I wasn't sure. I'd sort of cut myself off in a few places, and Allen Chopping, although it's in a prime position, it makes it difficult to have any sort of main line going across it, and also give it access to the, what would that be? The north? Yeah. But we've done it now, so it doesn't matter. Signal there, signal. Have we done there as well? Yes, we have. Not here though. We're missing a couple there. Are we missing any? Oh, do you know, we're missing some here. That's bizarre. That's what happens if you don't do it immediately. You forget to do it completely. Although it doesn't matter, you find it eventually. I don't think it's really going to affect our network too much. That's that in. Could put this in, couldn't we? Before we go and do anything else, we could have it come into somewhere like that. Make one of our lovely triangle junctions. I don't know how well these are going to work for us. They seem to be working okay so far. Tidy that up. There we go. Lovely. And now we can get some supply towers on. One there. One there. One there. Probably one closer to Griffith. And then, where are we going to have them in this mess of spaghetti? One there. One in this little cut-in, because why not? We don't really have room. I like to have them where there's space to put them on signals rather than in between signals, such as here and here and here. Wait, no. There we go. We can have one before. We've got one after. I think we're safe. We're safe. There's possibly room after this bridge as well. Yeah, well, I'll take that. That's working. One thing we need to bear in mind when we're about to set up our steel mill is we don't need to go that way. This is screaming out to come down here, and we have 2 access points on these 2 maintenance yards. So I definitely feel like we should do that now. Then once we're all set up and in, we're ready to go and just set the lines up. What do you reckon, guys? What's the odds we're going to achieve gold ticks for these? Are we on the final set of tasks? I think we might be. This might be the final push of the long marathon we've been running. Yeah, it's time to dig deep, isn't it? Get all this signaled up. Get some supply towers on there. We've got our maintenance yards in, acting as both maintenance, because some of these are going to be quite long runs, so we will need them to act as actual maintenance yards as well as junctions. We are going to put supply towers in, definitely. And the good news is we have not progressed any time yet. We've just set it up. We're planning meticulously, being very careful. I like this, getting from Alan chopping up there. And I'm glad some of you like the little bypass thing we have going on here. We will take a ride on those at some point. We can, I believe, load it back up, so that might be a thing to do. Okay, let's set it up. Let's get Griffith growing. And, not growing, founded. And then steel. We need the steel. Freight only. Let's get a Texas on there. Oh, no, don't put any staff on. You just want to set the city up, the town up. Okay, a new one from here. That's beautiful. Look at that. That's quite nice, actually. I like that. Freight only. Get some logs underway. We will need to take care of them staff, won't we? That one. Oh, a station master. He gets rid of the red ticks. Quick, get him. Jacob, you're beautiful. I almost forgot. Someone mentioned this in the comments. Fortunately, we had it paused for the majority of the beginning. Oh, good call on that one. Oh, that's brilliant. We've got rid of all the red arrows. This is how it looks now. And if we look at our staff, let's take a look at our office. We have Jacob, who's moody, Jeremiah, who's disciplined, Louis, who's serious, and Logan, who's quirky. That's our office staff. You guys are the best. At least there's no grumpy now. Isn't that wonderful to see? That's superb. Right, I'm glad we grabbed him. Thank you again for pointing that out. I might have missed him. I almost did. Okay, so that's in. What do we need? We need... How much do we have in the warehouse? In the... Oh, we're running low on seafood. Quick, grab some before it's gone. And then we're going to need to buff up the deliveries, aren't we, to that warehouse of seafood. And we need to put this on... Well, we don't need to put it on freight, but we will. But we will need to do this trick, won't we? We'll do all this and make sure it's absolutely full. Just in case. I don't think they're all going to steal it, but you never know. There we go. All seafood on that one. Duplicate you. What else do we need? Booze? I mean, that's a direct run from Junie. Oh, in fact, that's a lovely little run from Junie. This is going to Canberra. When that vanishes, it means we're ready to keep an eye on them. Right, we're going to set up the beer run from Junie up to Griffith. Get that done. I don't think they'll take anything else. No. And I believe that's everything, isn't it? That's everything we need for Griffith. Okay. So now all we've got to do is delete anything that will take that security guard. Yeah, we've got to delete all the trains after they've dropped off, not before. What's already been delivered? Really? The grain's already been delivered. That was super quick. That's these, isn't it? Get rid of that then. And don't get rid of the warehouse ones. Get rid of that. That's our seafood. Where's Griffith? Come down here. You're already out. Yeah, it gets quicker and quicker, doesn't it? It's not a bad thing. It's a good thing. In fact, it's a wonderful thing. Get rid of... That's the logs. Well, that junction worked out really well. What did we get there? Please be another station master. Well, Jacob, your job was short-lived because you do exactly the same thing. In fact, my favourite, but you give us an extra green arrow. Do you know what? I'll take it. That's lovely, isn't it? So we've got two quirky, disciplined and serious. I mean, that sort of works, doesn't it? There we go, Henry. Here comes our beer. Hopefully our fish or our seafood is somewhere close as well. I love how quickly we can set up new cities now with our network. Even with seafood over there, we're going to have another one over there eventually. Hopefully. We'll squeeze it in somehow. Just for the... In fact, they could put a... a warehouse on here, couldn't we, that would have the seafood in it. That would be far enough away from Dubbo warehouse. Yeah, I like it. We will spend those. In fact, we can do that now. What are we going to spend them on? Oh, it's freight. It has to be freight. Increasing them? Yeah, no, it has to be freight. That's our big money earner, isn't it? What do we have? Another one. Surveyor. Is that the same as you? Well, that won't matter, will it? Because you're just the same. In fact, we could do with something different than tunnels. Don't push it, Grand. Your people are happy. Inventor. Provides you with ideas and inventions. No. We want the opposite, don't we? We want to sell our ideas and inventions. Not buy them. There's our seafood. That didn't take you long at all, which is great, but we're going to have to go and check that warehouse situation because it seemed like seafood was running a little on the low side, which is surprising. Okay, and guys, we're in. Griffith is founded. We have engineer. We do need to find some trains for these, which we will, no doubt, when we set up all of this steel. Talking of which, let's build you a steel industry. Steel mill. There we go. Crowbar dwindles. Well, we kind of left you after we did what we needed to do with you. We will get you growing again. Bert grows. Crowbar dwindles. Bert grows. Well... at least one of you is growing. I'm thinking about turning one of these into a steel industry. There is something up here. What is that? Hungerford would unlock more iron. Well, don't get ahead of yourself, Grant. Get these going. You've got them in. Let's start production of our first steel. What would you call them? Beams? They look like beams, don't they? Steel beams for our bridge in Sydney. We're going to need far less iron trains than we are going to need coal trains. Can we get any green arrows? It's a green arrow sort of day in the office. How about on the trains? I don't really mind anymore which way round these go. We've got money for days, for years. We're pretty much set now. We don't even have any bonds, do we? Anything like that. There we go. Lovely. Yes, we need to get our coal trains running and they can use this new bypass. We may need to upgrade all of these facilities as well. Freight only. And we'll get you set up with security guard. There we go. We're getting our staff positions within our company. That was easy. And a stoker as well. If we can get it. Excellent. There's another one. Obviously, we're going to need more, much more, many more coal trains than we've got. Iron trains. We could do with upgrading this, I think. There's going to be a lot going on. Did you just turn around? No. I believe we've got a train waiting. That's fine. There we go. He turned around. As soon as he comes out, he's going to Kobar. As soon as he's got out and we've got this one, we're going to duplicate you. But what's for sale? Sheep. Sheep. I'll take sheep. I don't mind. Where are you? Sheepy farm? What did we just buy? This. I didn't even know. Let's fully upgrade this. We can afford it. There we go. Fully upgraded. Lovely. Engineer. They just keep throwing staff at us and they're not going to stop. We're going to have a massive pile of staff. Where are we going to put them all? Okay. Right. Things are on the move. What's all this? Warehouse overfilled. Of course it is. You've just been founded. Let's look at the state of play, shall we? We have... Cement is on the move. There we go. There we go. It's going to get quicker as our trains filter through, and we'll probably add more. Canberra's growing almost. We've gone past 10%. That's quick. That's without a promoter. I would like a promoter though. I'm not saying that's fine. Please give me a promoter. I'm going to duplicate another one of these. How are we doing on the 1 million push? Do you know? 7,000 with the rate that Griffith is going to grow. Griffith is hopefully going to grow. And Canberra's growing. How are we doing? We're drip feeding them, remember, from here now. Look, the X's have gone. This is what the plan was. Yeah, they're just dropping off their goodies and keeping them topped up. That is absolutely the plan. If they grow to the size we can add as, what was it, three pips? I reckon we should add this and keep all the minimum, all the basics topped up for them so that we can get them growing easily. Oh yes, seafood. What was going on with seafood here? They really are running low. And why is that? How many trains do we have delivering seafood? Wait, are they offering... Guys, we bought it. Did you see how cheap it was that time? We got it for a bargain. Now we'll use it and set it up. No, we won't. We don't need it, but they're never going to offer it again. There's the good news. I'll kind of miss it. Wait, is that a different one? Hill Quarry. Wait a minute. That's a different one, isn't it? What was the other one? It was something near Dubbo. It was colliery, wasn't it? Oh, anyway, grand. Whatever it is, if it is something different, they'll offer it you again. Or if they just changed the name. They changed the name and offered it as again, and I fell for it. Oh, sneaky. Oh dear. Anyway, guys, what are we doing? We've got to get the sort the fish out, sort the seafood out, because that could become a problem across our network. For starters, you don't have Texas is on there. What's the plural of Texas? No one knows. They probably do. I live here. You would think I would know. We might need to duplicate an extra train here as well. We'll check on the state of the actual fishery itself. But there we go. We've got new trains on there. Which fishery are you going from? Lopez, right? Yeah, Lopez. How are you doing? You're massive. So, absolutely. I say we get a few more trains running that then. Lopez Fisheries. Are you going to be full? Perfect. There we go. Well, yeah, do another one. There we go. We can do it. We can do it. Let's get you stocked up with seafood because you were struggling. There is more we need to do. You're not getting enough wood? Oh, because you're turning it straight into paper. Well, you're not, are you? I have been slacking. There we go. Now you're upgraded. Little things like this is going to help across the board, I think. Then we've got to think about Junie as well and Wagga Wagga and get those growing to help these grow. How are we doing? Stocks are good. This is going to be one that we concentrate. Guys, I was about to say, guys, we've hit 1 million and then they come up with some boring old news. Quite literally. It's old news. I don't know whether it's boring. It was probably amazing at the time. What's it all about? Standard Oil broken up. Oh, is this like preventing, what do you call it, a monopoly? Theodore Roosevelt. Yes, it was an oil monopoly. There it is down there. Well, there you go. Not boring. Good news. So our map is now flourishing with over 1 million in population. Isn't that wonderful news? We're kind of doing this, aren't we? I like it. Let's get on then. What else have we got to do? We just got to keep an eye on everything, really. How can we get these guys growing? What's up with Junie? Junie, what are you lacking? You're lacking in seafood. That might be... No, you're not set up to the warehouse. I just realised. And it's pointless doing it now because there's no seafood in there for you. Oh, and I would love Dobbo to have enough wood, but you're not getting enough wood. Do you know what we don't even have on there? Yes, you don't have a maintenance yard. And in fact, could we make you bigger? Well, we can afford this sort of thing now, can't we? We couldn't before. It's time to get you way more logs. Sure, I'll take whatever it is. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, that's brilliant. And we'll spend the other one on some more money. We'll do the staff one, or the staff 2, as the very last thing we do. Should we go for passengers? Yeah, let's do passengers. Let's check the staff situation before we go. Nothing of importance. Let's set up Denny. We're not going to actually establish them, but we're going to put them on the map. There we go. Denny's in. That's a key link for me. We can go this way into Echuca and up to Swan Hill when we found that. How's Griffith doing before we go? They're doing okay. Guys, I think that's a good one. Okay, stop throwing stuff at me. I appreciate it, but we don't have the trains for you. Not yet, anyway. We might do. How are we doing? I need to check on this. Ooh, did we upgrade that? We did. It might have been... Wow. 124. I just want to keep an eye on this. How much you got? Oh, that's balanced fairly accurately. So 1 in 3. 1 iron train to 3 coal trains looks about right. Let's get it set up. Guys, first delivery of steel and then we'll end it. In fact, we can maybe get on board that train. To Sydney. You use our fancy. Exactly how we wanted it to. Freight only. And you're going to prioritize on the steel. We may let them take other things later. Do we want you to be maximum? No, I don't think so. I don't think we should wait till full. And they could even bring stuff back from Sydney, which would be lovely. Okay, guys, first train. I don't know how much steel is going to be on there on the first one. Hopefully a lot. We'll ride it, in fact, a little way over the hills. Yes, definitely. Sure, that will do just fine. As long as it's a green arrow at this stage of the game, I'll be happy. There we go. Everybody pointing to the security guard. Just how I like it. It's a full train of steel. First steel underway. Quick recap. 33 of 120 on our cement. That's picking up speed. 15,500 nearly of our population in Canberra. And our steel is underway. Good times. What was that? A professor? Was that a professor before we go? Yes, see you I like. Alright guys, that was a busy episode, but we got everything we needed to do done. We even broke 1 million population on the map. Yes, I'm going to keep saying it. We're on board our Steely train. It's going to go up into the mountains, down the other side to Sydney and help with construction of the bridge. It may even bring some meat back for Griffith when they require it. But yes, I'm sort of confident. Is it going to be gold ticks? That I'm not so confident. Are we going to complete this scenario? Possibly, if these are the last group of tasks. I fancy our chances. Thanks for joining me again. When we come back, we're going to have to keep an eye on everything. I think next time out it's going to be less building and more managing our cities and getting them growing and making sure everybody's supplied. Might require a little bit of building here and there, possibly. I'll leave you going over the viaduct. There we go. And until next time, take care.